What's going on, y'all? So this is Master Teacher of Attraction, and we're gonna be talking about semen retention in this video. All right, all the knowledge that I built up about semen retention from my own experience. All right, this may be different from other YouTube videos that you may have watched, but I'm gonna try to give you everything I know about semen retention. Okay, so the semen retention. Okay, in order to build the seminal fluid for you to start, attracting women, start looking, the best way I can say is cold. Okay, like if you a skinny dude or you a big dude, you trying to get your waist to come in. All right, you trying to get your shoulders bigger than your waist like that. Okay, you trying to get a V like that. All right, all that stuff coincides with your hormonal balance. Let me get this right. Okay, so testosterone, getting your cortisol together, all those things. All right, I'm gonna give you guys something. If you watch all the way to the end of this video, I'm gonna give you a supplement that'll help you pretty much 10 times your body's ability to build the semen retention and build the seminal fluid in your body. Okay, I'll tell you when to take it, how much to take, and I'll tell you the supplement. All right, but first we gotta optimize your body to be hormonally correct. All right, so if you a skinny dude, you probably gonna be interested in this the most, or if you a skinny fat dude, because both of y'all probably in the same boat, especially if you trying to attract women. So let's start with the skinny dude, then we get to skinny fat. All right, so with the skinny dude, you tend to have issues with building up the muscle. Okay, like let's go back to this. Like you really ain't got no V taper to help broaden out your shoulders. Your waist it probably just comes straight down. Okay, that's what we call like a hooper's body. Okay, because a lot of dudes that hoop is skinny. So what you're trying to do is first start eating the correct foods to build your body. All right, the best foods to build your semen up is gonna be protein and fats. Okay, because those are essential macronutrients for the human body. All right, and things to consider when you picking foods for the protein and fats. Don't go to protein powders. All right, don't go to protein powder, because that just mess your gut up. Okay, that stuff that's made in the lab. We trying to build your semen retention up. All right, so don't do powdered. Don't do that stuff. That's one of the worst things that you can do. With me, and you probably had the experience too as well, but when you do that, you tend to have issues. Like if you got issues with dairy, right, you're gonna have issues with protein powders, because most of them is made from whey. Or you're gonna have an allergy to either the whey or the casein. Okay, and we thinking about the hormones, so you trying to keep that cortisol down. All right, because cortisol is stress hormone. All right, and if you eating foods that's stressing your body out, you're gonna be burning a lot of muscle. All right, and that's how a lot of you get skinny like that. All right, you talking about I be eating. You're skinny, and then you got your belly hanging out because you're eating all that rice and cereal and things. Talking about you eating and pizza, all that. It's not just about that. All right, this is why we're talking about hormones. Okay, so with that, the foods that you want to focus on is meats. Okay, now some people do very good with a high protein, high fat, and they digesting everything. Check out. Some people do high protein, do well with high protein, and moderate to lower fat. Okay, but you never want to get rid of fat. Okay, because again, protein and fat is essential to build your semen up. Okay, that's what you're trying to do. If you're really trying to do semen retention, you got to get those. You got to have that in mind. Okay, carbs is non-essential. All right, so you want to focus on meats. Like me, I do good with lower fats. Okay, so me, I like 93.7 ground beef. All right, I like lean country beef. If you do pork, you got pork chops. If you like fish, you got tilapia. Or if you go fishing, you can eat the fish. Most fish have just the right amount. Even if you want to do salmon, salmon still has a nice good amount of omega fatty acids. All right, but basically, if you do good with low fat, high protein, eat that way. Okay, if you feel like your body is craving more fat, and you can digest the fat pretty well, and you just feel overall better with more fat in your diet from animal fat, like higher fatty cuts. These are going to be things like ribeye steaks, 80, 20, 73, 27 ground beef, and eggs and raw milk. Then, focus on that, okay? And once you figure that out, pay attention to, because this is another thing you can do. You can take a tape measure, right? And take the tape measure, and then you measure around the circumference of your scrotum, okay? And you measure it at the same time every day. And this is how you measure how much semen the scrotum is holding, all right? So if you're measuring it, you can test whether or not what you're doing is actually working. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how you pretty much do that. And then if you're skinny fat, it's basically gonna be the same thing. Okay. Now that we got that whole nutrition thing and the hormonal stuff out of the way, we need to talk about you in relation to women when you're doing semen retention. Okay, you got to remember that a lot of women think all men are the same. Okay, so when they come across you, they're gonna treat you like every other dude. So a lot of the times, so when I say that, they think all dudes, are horn dogs. They trying to, rape them or whatever. Like that's how women think, cause even with me, like sometimes I'll be busy making these videos and everything, and I'm just not interested in being intimate with anybody for a period of time for various reasons, like what I just said. And then I would get into, or I wouldn't get into anything. Women would start having problems with me. How come you don't want to see me? How come you act like you don't like me no more? Anything. All right? And the reason that is because they not used to dudes that feel that, or that can actually carry out them actions. Because a lot of dudes that they used to dealing with is just doing a whole bunch of talking. All right? And they actually, like, y'all seen the breakdowns that we got on this channel. They just not smooth with it. All right? But when a woman actually see you and see your actions, like, man, this dude really got other stuff going on in his life. You know what I'm saying? He really do. And then she start worrying about you. All right? And then she start asking you all these questions. All right? So what I'm telling you is to not get off your square and to hold your square down. Okay? if you don't feel like you gotta, because women is gonna try to manipulate your mind. If you doing semen retention, because most likely she ain't gonna be getting the attention that she feel she needs from guys, because that's what she's used to. All right, but again, you need to hold your square. All right, if you don't want to do anything with that woman, don't let her try to manipulate you emotionally. Okay, with the stuff that she's saying. You understand? So if she starts saying things like what I just described, what they be saying to me sometimes, you know, how come you ain't paying attention to me no more? And then they start, you know, doing little things like no contact, which we gotta do a video about that too. They start doing things like no contact and things like that. You know, they starting to feel intimidated. All right, y'all don't mind the birds. They out here fighting for hoes out here. Okay. But you know, bottom line in relation to women, just hold your square, man. If you don't want to get it popping with them, don't. All right. But I'm just letting you know, it intimidates, you know, quite a few women out there because it's different to them. All right. They view all men as, you know, horn dogs, and you know that's gonna make them feel at ease with you. All right. But it is gonna build that attraction. All right. So that's part of the attraction y'all be talking about. Y'all be getting with semen retention. Okay. Because really, if you just focused on your nutrition and your hormonal, you know, food hacking, you could be, you know, just like you had a girl, okay, and you know, you getting it popping with your girl, okay, and you releasing. If you focused on your foods, okay, just like I was talking about in the beginning of the video, focus on that. You what you're gonna find is, because I tested both of these, what you're gonna find is you're gonna get the same results, okay, when it comes to attracting women. Okay, when it comes to attracting women, if that's what you're doing semen retention for, all right. If you just do the semen retention, you still eating, you know, Cheerios and, you know, corn chips and Doritos with burritos, all this gluten on in your diet, all these grains all up in your diet, all these polyunsaturated fats, vegetable oils and all that. If you still eating all that stuff and you think semen retention is going to build your, you know, attraction for women, you know, it ain't. Okay, you got the number one way to build your semen is your body, is your diet. Okay, it's not just the act of holding it in, it's your diet. Okay, that's what it is. All right, so I just want to make sure that you fully understand and understand what you know semen retention is in relation to attracting women. Okay, and how you can do it. Okay, and just as I promised y'all, I'm gonna let y'all know how to, you know, boost your semen if you're interested. All right, so it's called it's called arginine. Okay, so you go to your vitamin shop. Okay, you get out Amazon or something like that, but basically it comes in like a tub like that. Get you a teaspoon. A teaspoon is around 1,000 milligrams, somewhere around there. All right, you take 5 tablespoons. Okay, take 5 tablespoons, and when you take, this is amino acid. Okay, so it's a building block of a complete protein. Okay, so you can get this from eating your protein foods, but it has an isolated effect. All right, they use this stuff in the medical field and everything. All right, so get your arginine, get 5 tablespoons. All right, mix it with water. Okay, it ain't gonna be the best tasting thing, but it works. All right, 5 milligrams, however much water you need. Make sure you store it up. Use a little bit of like lukewarm, warmer water, so it mixes together the best. and take that right before bed. Okay. You can't really overdose on arginine. So if you're not feeling, or like if you measuring your scrotum with the results of taking the arginine, then go ahead and up your dosage until you start noticing. Okay, yeah, and it helps with if you're working out, it helps with the blood flow, getting to the muscles. It helps with recovery and everything, because that's part of the isolated effect. But you can look it up on Google. All right, so that's pretty much about semen retention. The whole overview with it, everything you need to know about it when it comes to your health, attractive women, and all that stuff. All right, so go ahead, playlist, video. Go ahead and watch it, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.